Why can't we say no? This situation is neither a weakness nor simply a matter of personality. On the contrary, it is an invisible psychological programming we are exposed to without realizing it. Think about it. Why are you dedicating your energy, time, or money to something you don't actually want to do? The answer lies in 5 universal social rules that others use to influence you unconsciously. These rules take you away from controlling your own life and turn you into a puppet. In parentheses, we reveal these codes. If you want to learn to take control, set firm boundaries, and say no without regret, this video could be a turning point for you. Keep watching. The solution starts right here. Before we get to these 5 rules, we should pause for a moment and ask ourselves, why are we so vulnerable? Saying yes to something we don't want is not actually a conscious decision. It is the result of thousands of years of social evolution. Our minds work to avoid the risk of rejection, exclusion, or conflict. Manipulation targets precisely these fears. Now, let's take a detailed look at the 5 powerful rules that trap you. The reciprocity principle tops the list. This principle simply states, when someone does you a favor, you feel obligated to repay it. When someone unexpectedly does you a small favor, your mind automatically opens a debt ledger. This is precisely where manipulation comes into play. First, a favor is done for you. This could be a small gift, a gesture, or a simple compliment. Then, a larger, more substantial request follows. This is one of the oldest and most effective persuasion techniques in psychology. The pressure created by the feeling of being indebted overrides your rational thinking, often leaving you unable to say no. The second rule is commitment and consistency. The human brain prefers consistency. The moment you say yes to something, your mind begins to defend that decision. So how does the manipulator use this? First, they get small and simple yes from you. For example, would you fill out this short survey? Or I have a favor that will only take a minute of your time. This small yes reinforces the belief that you are a consistent person on that issue. Now it becomes difficult to back out, because contradicting that small commitment is much more effortful for your mind. As a result, even if you don't want to, saying no becomes almost impossible, because the instinct to continue behaving consistently is dominant. The third rule, perhaps the most common one, social proof. People look to the attitudes and behaviors of others around them to understand how to act in uncertain situations. If everyone says yes to something, there is a tendency to believe that it is correct. This rule is particularly effective in group decisions or social circles. Phrases such as, "Everyone else has already approved this idea," or, "I don't think anyone else will object," can create immediate pressure on the individual. Saying no may mean risking exclusion from the group. This is where manipulation comes into play. Even if you know it is wrong, the fear of exclusion may lead you to say yes. The fourth and most dangerous rule, obedience to authority. As seen in Stanley Milgram's experiments, numerous examples in the history of psychology demonstrate how far people will go in response to a request from an authority figure. People tend to automatically accept someone is right or correct because of their title, attire, or position. When a boss, expert, or manager asks you to do something unreasonable, your mind may set critical thinking aside. Saying no means challenging authority, and this triggers a danger alarm in your mind. Most of us prefer to simply say yes to silence this alarm. And the final rule, the limited resources or time effect. When people feel that something is running out or that time is running short, they tend to lose their ability to make sound decisions. Phrases like, "This is just for you, only a few spots left," or "I haven't told anyone else," trigger a fear of missing out in your brain. You don't find enough time to think or decide. This rushed atmosphere pushes you to quickly say, "Yes." Ultimately, this manipulative pressure almost completely eliminates your chance of saying no. You have now learned the 5 rules that trap you. However, just knowing them is not enough. Resisting these rules is a practical task. Here are 3 psychological techniques that will make saying no a skill and eliminate feelings of regret. The first method, stalling. Manipulators want an immediate yes response from you because they know that if you have time to think, you will make a rational decision. Therefore, make it a habit to delay your response to every request directed at you. When someone asks you for something, you can use this phrase, "I can't answer that right now. I need to check my schedule. I'll get back to you in half an hour." This simple delaying strategy gives your mind the time it needs to relax and calm down. This allows you to plan how to express a logical no response. The second method is to use I language to soften the impact of saying no. Often, when we say no, we worry that the other person will perceive it accusingly. For example, with phrases like, "You're asking for too much." This can put us on the defensive. Instead, try talking about yourself and explaining the situation from a personal perspective. For example, instead of saying, "No, that's impossible," you could take this approach. "My priorities right now require me to focus on completing Project A. Therefore, I cannot help with Request B. Thank you for your understanding." This approach clarifies your current circumstances rather than criticizing the other person's request. This allows you to communicate politely, while also setting your boundaries. Remember, your boundaries reflect your priorities, and saying no rejects only the current request, not the relationship. The third method, eliminating the selfishness illusion. The inability to say no is often rooted in the fear of appearing selfish. However, this is actually an illusion. Consider this. When you say yes to something, what more important situation are you saying no to? Time you could spend with your children? Your own health? Or your connection to a project that brings you closer to your goals? In fact, when you say no to someone, you are saying yes to something bigger and more meaningful. You must learn to prioritize yourself. Remember, you cannot fill anyone's cup if yours is empty. You must first focus on your own needs to renew your energy. Accepting your own limits and respecting them is not selfishness, but rather a way to maintain mental balance and integrity. Avoid the traps of reciprocity and consistency. Save time by using them. Stay in the middle technique. Most importantly, remember that when you say no to something, you are actually saying yes to your own priorities. Which of these 5 rules challenges you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's shed light on these social codes together. To continue decoding your mind, don't forget to subscribe and like this content if you found it useful. See you in the next video.